What's up, you guys? I'm going to waste no time with this and just talking about this follow-along workout. It's going to be chest and back. This one's going to be 4 exercises that are going to be very high repetitions. You're going to go through all the 4 exercises in 3 sets total. I had no idea what I was doing until right about this point in the exercise. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to go high repetitions. Someone posted a comment on one of my videos, and I wish I could find it, but someone posted a comment how you'd like to do really, really high repetitions with the machine. I like high repetitions, but normally I don't go above 20. So what I did was I'm just kind of going almost to failure. Then I kind of take some little rests, and then I kind of switch the exercise up. I switch the angle up a little bit. So some of these exercises, like this chest press, I kind of mess with the various angles in what I'm doing. So I'm taking a little pause here. You guys will see that. Before I go on, though, guys, if you guys like this content, you guys want to see more of it, please like and subscribe. I put links in the description box and also timestamps down below if you guys want to see that. There's also some bonus exercises I include in this at the end that I did. And I forgot to mention that actually this is the first time I'm using this machine in a long time, because I was traveling at least over a week, so I was using resistance bands prior to that. In my previous video I just posted, and I kind of mentioned that, so it felt good to do a workout that was kind of somewhat mindless, kind of feel just a lot of high repetitions, but also very quick and efficient. So that's why I kind of liked it and thought about doing this kind of on the fly as I was sitting here. You see this countdown going on, but really there's like no rest periods in this whole workout. So as soon as this counts down, I kind of count the rest periods are just like me adjusting the incline or the setting, and also changing up the exercises. I think I will include the pull-up bar. I don't normally kind of take that on and off between exercises, but it really wasn't that cumbersome, and I kind of counted as a rest period. So I jump into this with the pullovers, and with this exercise, you guys will notice I kind of try and do as many as I can. I was trying to definitely go above 20 and just kind of go as high as I can, above 20 repetitions. I didn't keep track here, but I know as I was doing this, I realized pretty early on that this is going to be pretty tough, at least at this incline. And it's not like this is a really hard workout, a really hard exercise, I should say, because if you can get 20 plus, it's really kind of low intensity. But what I do is I get just kind of right around failure with this exercise. Then what I do is I go into these double rows, and you'll see on this exercise, I've never done this before, but instead of kind of doing a seated double row, which I knew would be easier, so I was trying to kind of pre-exhaust my back muscles as I was doing those pullovers. I'll take a little bit of rest here, and I'll show what I mean here. But I'm going to scoot up higher on the machine in a second, and I'm going to do some dual rows. Now, normally this right here should feel not too difficult. These dual rows, especially at this incline, was pretty easy even after considering doing that. So then I kind of leaned in slightly, and this made a big difference. Also, this kind of a higher upright row type of angle that felt really, really good. So I did that kind of towards the end portion of the exercise. So you guys will see that as this countdown goes on, we're going to transition back to another exercise, which is going to be another chest exercise. And that's pretty much the sequence of events in this workout. I'm going to go from chest back, chest back. You're going to see me again kind of lower this to a lower setting, because I knew I was going to do some flies, and I might even lower this. I think in second and third set I lower this even lower, because this was hard enough with flies. I want to do a high rep range, but as I started going here, I realized me getting past 20 was going to be pretty hard. Depending on your shoulder, you guys can modify this. You notice that I kind of dig, at some reps I'll dig a little bit lower on my chest, so I will kind of like with my hands almost kind of horizontal, parallel with my torso a little bit, instead of going really wide, because that can put a lot of stress in the shoulders for some people. So I do a few of these. Once I can't do any more, I kind of do some modifications and do some kind of close grip presses. You can see me right here, just going back into incline presses at a seated low incline. So I'll do that. You guys will notice some subtle differences between each sets as they progress. We're still on set 1 here, and then after this exercise, I'm taking a little mini break here, but again, I'm going right back into it. After this set here, after this exercise, I'm going to go do pull-ups, but I also leave the pull-ups at this low setting. I'll put the pull-up bar attachment in, and that's kind of easy. That isn't too difficult to kind of bust out a bunch more, high repetition, rep range stuff. So I would just focus a lot more on kind of feeling it in your lats, going slow and controlled each exercise or each repetition. I think that would be the way to go for this. So overall, even though we're doing a lot of repetitions, pretty much a lot of volume really quickly with minimal rest period, this workout shouldn't be too hard. And like you said, if you're like me and you're coming off, sometimes I like to kind of utilize a lot of different stuff that I have in the house, but really I use this one a lot. So coming back onto this thing without using it in a long time, it felt good to kind of do something with the high rep range, just to compare what I was doing. So what I'm trying to say is, at the very least, this just kind of mixes things up for this super high rep range. I wouldn't necessarily, I personally don't like doing this. I wouldn't do this all the time, because I like my rep range around that 10 to 20 range. But if you're just mixing things up for a while, this would be a good thing to kind of stick with. So that's it, guys. You guys will see me kind of modify the positions and different alignments of the exercises. As you guys can see here, I'm doing some popping pull-ups. Just trying to do whatever you can with high repetitions is basically what's going on here. So I will check back in with you guys at the end for my bonus exercises or some of the stuff that I did at the end if you're curious, but otherwise this workout is kind of self-explanatory if you guys are following along. So thanks again for watching, and I'll check you guys in the next video. All right, so that was the workout. What I did here was just some other little, just some extra stuff, just messing around. I just did some TRX pike to push-ups. I didn't do a whole lot of these. I maybe did 2 to 3 sets of this. And then I jumped into and did some more just TRX rows, again, because they were there. They were, like I said, even though it was a lot of repetitions, I just could have felt like I used a little bit more. You don't have to do this. I just felt like I wanted a little bit more, so I just added a couple little. This probably took me about, I would say 5 minutes extra. Did some band pressing just because I was used to doing those. I was on vacation and I started getting really just liking those, so just started getting a few of those in there. And that's pretty much it. I do have 3 sets of everything you guys saw here. Also, one more exercise here. I will do this kind of row. Again, I did this on vacation a lot too, so I started to really like this. So just threw that in there. So again, you guys, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.